Good evening, Lyons Elementary School District community. My name is Chris Rivera, Superintendent of Schools, and want to provide you an update that we will be returning to full in-person learning for the week of January 24th, 2022. So again, there's no adaptive pause for next week. We're coming back into full in-person learning. The criteria that helped us make this decision is as follows. Number one, first and foremost, again, we cannot make this determination unilaterally as a district. We need the support from the Cook County Department of Public Health. So they supported based on the other information below that I'm going to go over. And we did have a significant decrease in staff members that are required to quarantine. We also had a significant decrease in students that are required to quarantine, as well as a significant decrease in the positivity rates. I'll go over those positivity rates right now and give you a snapshot of some of the information we have been considering. So on January 7th, our positivity rate was a cumulative, let me go back, I apologize, was a cumulative 21.06%. Between that, I have the January 18th next here, and it was at 19.6. But between those dates, I did run the numbers. I just don't have access. I didn't record them. But our cumulative rate was up over 24% when we made the determination to move to the adaptive pause, along with the staffing numbers, the student quarantining numbers, and the support of the Cook County Health Department. So there are many factors, again, that led to go to that adaptive pause. But in between here, around January 11th or 12th, the numbers were cumulatively at 24%. Then on January 18th, as you see here, the numbers dropped down to 19.6. And then on January 19th, we've dropped down to 15.87. And across Cook County, there's a decline taking place in many of the areas that I looked at. So with our staffing numbers being back up to an appropriate level and student rates, we are coming back to school next week. I do want to review the deciding factors and just remind everyone that we cannot make this decision unilaterally. I've had some stakeholders asking me if we are going to go to full remote learning for a period of time. We cannot do that. We have to do it in these small increments because the detriment that happened with the learning loss and the social emotional aspect of students last year. So reviewing the criteria set forth, it's vaccination levels, number of students on quarantine, the ability of the local health department and schools to contact trace effectively, adherence to the mitigation levels, which we are doing, and the availability of staff to conduct in-person learning. Those are the criteria. And again, we don't do adaptive pauses as a district first off. That's because that's what we had to do this past week. If it comes out that we have to only close one building next week or one grade level, we do them in the smallest increments possible. So that's just a kind of a review. I will do the mitigation metrics on Friday, the video for the staff and students, and I will post that information on Friday as well for next week and determining what level we'll be at. Slight hope that possibly we will not be in the red and that we could be in the yellow and possibly have sports going on. So we'll see. That's why I'm holding off to do the mitigation steps and still doing that video on Friday. Again, here's my contact information. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much and have a good evening.